I was in the mood for pizza the other day and decided to try out Domino's pizza, and the pizza flavors in Taiwan are way different from the ones I find in America. They got an English menu here with lots of interesting flavors. I might try the seafood with curry sauce next time. Here's the pizza. They wrap it up all nice for transportation. And here we have the pizza. Gonna unwrap it real quickly. First pizza I got here, let's see what it is. Looks like the infamous Boba Pizza. I'll save that later for dessert. The next pizza I got was 4 different flavors. They have these special pizzas where I guess it's a sampler of their specialty pizzas. I think the first one is Sukiyaki sauce with beef. The next one is seafood honey glaze, and then I think I got a Takoyaki Pizza, and lastly California barbecue chicken pizza. I'm going to try the beef Sukiyaki pizza first. Traditionally, Sukiyaki is a slowed simmered meat, usually beef or pork, that is boiled or stewed with other vegetables such as onions, mushrooms, tofu, etc. But it'll be nice seeing how it tastes on a pizza. So it looks like instead of tomato sauce, they put a sukiyaki sauce as the base. And the cheese really complements the sauce with the sweetness and saltiness. It's a pretty good balance. And the beef is not really tough, it's really tender. It looks like they marinated it in the sauce and just cooked it in the oven. And the onions and mushrooms add a nice touch to it and creates more balance. Here's a closer look at it. And the only negative thing I have to say about this pizza is they made the pizza a bit thick, that it's almost like focaccia. I think I would order this pizza again if I had a choice of specialty pizzas. It's time to try the so-called California barbecue pizza. And I think it's got smoked chicken. I think in Taiwan they like using this ingredient called smoked chicken in Italian food. I really don't get the point of it. It doesn't add anything to the chicken. It just is salty and briny with a hint of bad smoke. I think they're trying to imitate grilled chicken without grilling the chicken. So it looks like this pizza has mayonnaise, red onions, corn, and a thin layer of barbecue sauce, as you see here. And I think some mushrooms too. It really doesn't work well. I don't know why they put mayonnaise and corn on this pizza, because I sure haven't seen a pizza like this in California before. I think it would have just been nice if they just had more barbecue sauce on there and just had the chicken and onions. But I think people would complain that there isn't that many toppings on there, and that's why they probably added mayonnaise and corn to it. I think corn is one of those ingredients that doesn't belong on a pizza. I mean, this might be like the pineapple pizza debate, but corn, I really don't see it working on pizza. I mean, some people might like it adds a little bit of sweetness to it, but for me, it doesn't really add anything. It overwhelms the entire pizza with sweetness, and the texture doesn't really contribute anything or value add to the flavor of the pizza. I guess the next one I'm trying is the honey glazed seafood pizza. I really don't know what direction they're heading for this. I mean, it might be to imitate grilled teriyaki sauce with, I guess, squid that you find at the night market. And it looks like they have imitation crab, some squid or octopus. It's like finely diced. And man, look at the thickness on this thing. It's around 1 centimeter thick for the focaccia or pizza bread they made here. And then once again, it's lathered in mayonnaise and some seaweed seasoning. I really don't get the obsession with mayonnaise on a lot of things in Taiwan, especially seafood. I'm gonna have a taste here. This doesn't work. It's way too sweet. The honey flavor overpowers the saltiness of the soy, and it's like eating seafood that you dip in honey. I know that sounds disgusting, but it is what it is. It's basically seafood dipped in honey on a piece of focaccia bread. I hope the Takoyaki Pizza is a lot better than this one. I'm gonna grab a slice of the Takoyaki Pizza. Looks like it's got a few octopus tentacles in there, some takoyaki sauce. For those that don't know what a takoyaki is, it's an octopus ball with typically an octopus and some cabbage in some batter and shaped in a ball. And takoyaki sauce is very similar to Worcestershire sauce, and it has a bit of a tartness to it. And then the takoyaki is sprinkled with seaweed, some ginger, and this is one of the few snacks that I am okay with having lots of mayonnaise on there. And sometimes they also put some wasabi mayo on top of it. It's a snack you could typically find in a Taiwanese night market. It's quite delicious if you haven't tried it yet. So let's see how well the pizza holds up to the original taste of takoyaki. So it gets the flavors pretty spot on. There's the chewiness from the octopus, the takoyaki sauce adds a little bit of acidity, and the mayonnaise balances out that acidity. I do wish they had some wasabi with it because that adds a little bit of the spicy kick to it. But overall, I enjoyed this pizza flavor. And now, time for dessert. The so famous bubble tea pizza. It's got quite a thin crust there, so that's a lot nicer than the previous pizza I had, which was very thick. Looks like they have some boba, some I think mochi pieces, and a lot of cheese. I think they also drizzled it in some brown sugar glaze. Let's have a bite of this. That is not a pleasant flavor. It's sort of like that soy honey glazed seafood pizza where the sweetness and the saltiness clash together. And this is one of those where the sweetness is overwhelming and there's a bit of cheese, which is the saltiness. I think they're trying to go for a salted caramel flavor profile, but in this case it didn't work because the brown sugar was way too sweet and the cheese did not add any extra dimension. It was either just salty or sweet and it just clashes together. I think this is a novelty pizza. You just order it once just to say you've had it, but I definitely wouldn't order this again. Apparently it's also one of Domino's most popular pizzas now because I think people are still buying into the hype of this being a limited time offer pizza and it might go away. But please do me a favor and don't order it, even if you like bubble tea. It's weird. Even the texture of the mochi and the boba, it doesn't work with this pizza. Now that I've gotten a taste of Domino's pizza, I decided to look at Pizza Hut to see what they have. Looks like Ramen Pizza is the next hyped up item. Decided to try it out, and let's see what else I could order from Pizza Hut that's special. Looks like a Durian Pizza with white coffee sauce. That actually looks pretty good. As much as durian smells, I actually quite enjoy it, and I think it's an acquired taste. So let's see, they've delivered the pizza. And man, this smells really bad. Yeah. Oh man, that is Durian Pizza. Stink level 100. And look, they also gave me some of their baked chicken, teriyaki chicken. And finally, we have the Ramen Pizza. Oh man, the egg kind of fell apart on the side. Yeah, let me just place it in the center. And look, they have these nice little plastic things that I used to play with as a kid. Little spaceships. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. They didn't really cut it that well, so I had to use a knife to cut it. The ramen pork slices actually look like Canadian bacon slices. Let's see how it tastes. It has a really strong pork ramen flavor, and I think they did a collaboration with one of the famous ramen shops that you could find in Taiwan. I was actually expecting a ramen pizza crust or pizza base instead of this thin crust. It's so thin that it's like eating danbing, which is like a scallion pancake. But overall, I think they got the flavor of ramen spot on, and I wish they had a piece of egg or a slice of egg for each slice of pizza, because that is going to be very hard to distribute for half an egg. I'm going to go ahead and cut this egg in half just to see how well they made this egg. It's a nice soft-boiled egg. It's got quite a nice soy flavor, not too salty, and I just wish they had more of it because just having half an egg is not enough for this pizza. Overall, I think if I had a choice, I would actually order this pizza again. It's quite tasty, it's really unique. Next on to the smelly pizza, the Durian Pizza. It's got some almond flakes on it, actual real pieces of durian, and some cheese. I have a white coffee glaze on it, but I think the durian is going to overpower everything. So let me have a taste here. It's actually quite good. If you like durian, I would recommend this pizza for you. But if you don't like durian, the sweet glaze they put over it kind of neutralizes the stinky flavor of the durian. But I would avoid it if you really, really hate the smell, because it's filling up the room right now. So overall, I think my favorite pizza would have to be the sukiyaki beef and the ramen pizza. The rest of the pizzas, they just don't work. Well, thanks for watching everyone, and remember to like and subscribe.